I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart about the support that you show Ryan. And this is just really hard for me to come live and talk about this, but what Lou DiBella wrote really hit my heart. And Lou, you're absolutely right. This isn't Ryan, but I will tell you, boxing can be a really cruel place sometimes and unforgiving. And when my son first started boxing, like Lou said, this isn't the kid he met. This isn't the kid he knew. And I know my son. And one thing he's not, Lou, that you mentioned, he is not a cheater. That I know. He's been boxing since he's 8 years old. He had worked out every day since 8 years old. 4 days a week after my husband got off work, and worked hard like a lot of other little boys have growing up in amateur boxing. And he fought over 200 something times before he turned pro. And when he turned pro, he started off slow and, built his record up and was doing great, as a prospect. And he came out in LA Times as blue chipper, and Golden Boy signed him. It was awesome. And he did great. He was, I always told him, Ryan, if you're not stopping these guys as fast as you are, then, that's what you should be doing with these guys, because you have so much more experience than them. And he was knocking everybody out, and yet people weren't giving him any respect for his pedigree, for his skills in the amateur, and just a lot of hate coming at him for no reason. Just being Ryan, just being silly, funny Ryan, nice kid. And as things got better and he started excelling and just started out of nowhere, became famous, and then because the fame came first, before the titles, before the money, before the pay-per-views, and then he became a star. And at that level, it's much different. You have to know how to navigate all that. And I'm crying because I know that everything my son is going through these last few years is him just being, a young person with the same temptations, but probably times 10. But I know my son's heart. He has a good heart. Always went to church. Always loved going to church. And loves Jesus, loves God. And I know that you see him struggling with his flesh, just like a lot of us do. But he lives in a glass house, so you get to see it all. And I know he's in a lot of pain and a lot of hurt over this scandal. And I'm so upset too. I'm so angry too. Because all his fights, that he's been tested, never, ever been positive. All throughout this cat, always been negative. I meant to say negative. They've always been negative. All his tests through VADA. VADA can prove it. Pull them all out and it shows all negative. And even with the bigger fights like Tank, never, nothing. And then he fights Devin Haney and all of a sudden, no. He's going through a lot personally. As you guys know, what he's going through. And career-wise and now this. It's like, how much pressure do you want to put on a human being? A 25-year-old human being. And he's getting up there, but I'm here speaking on behalf of my son because, yeah, I really wish that my son would go and get help for all the anger that he feels. Kind of reminds me of Mike Tyson. He's angry at the world right now. And I know he's lashing out, and I know he said what he said today to Cambosis. And, but Cambosis, you were the one that, he's a cheater. What are you calling him a cheater for? He's not a cheater, okay? So many guys that you don't even know about. No one knows anything about Austrian, okay? And all these people are just on their little witch hunt, gonna ride that train like, ooh, Ryan got Austrian, He posted negative for steroids. There's sample A, sample B. Once those come back, whether they're positive or negative, he still has to get in front of the New York State Commission. And he still has an opportunity for a hearing. And even whatever their rules and regulations are with strict liabilities, whatever, I don't even care anymore. If he gets suspended or whatever, because he should have taken care of, watched what he was taking in supplements. But you know what? A doctor gave him those supplements. So you know what? I'm just so tired of this whole damn issue with his PEDs and cheating and all this. He's not a cheater. That's one thing he is not. And I'm going to say it again. This is what's, you don't understand what this does to boxers. Ryan's not the first one that's been detected with Austrian or whatever. Canelo's gone through this, okay? And he came out okay. I know Fernando Vargas, a senior, went through this, which was bullshit for him. Amir Khan, Conor Benn, but Eddie Hearn, he's sticking up for Conor Benn, right? Oh, Conor Benn got on the floor and cried to me and stabbed it. What do you think Ryan's doing, Eddie? He's saying, too, I'm not a cheat. I didn't do this. Just as much as you believe Conor, we stand by our son. This is ridiculous. This is not right. And I think not only the New York State Athletic Commission, but all commissions, they need to get a hold on and really start to address those issues. Okay? And VADA. The only complaint I have about VADA, I think they're doing a good thing in their efforts to test boxers, but your dissemination of the testing results, I don't know if you're under HIPAA law or not, but I don't understand why in your policies that you deem it your right to disseminate the testing results to whoever you want. And then go ahead and say, and the boxers know that we do this. And they are signing off for it when they join your organization voluntarily. No, that language there allows you to give the test to whoever you want. That's what it seems like in the language that I read. You deem whoever you deem necessary. To me, you could name anybody then and give it to anybody. I don't understand how one reporter got leaked the information and then he ran with it, okay? Of course, I could see that him and Conte are buddies and everything, but you know what? That's here and there. I'm just saying that you ran on a smear campaign and everybody who already hated on Ryan or already thought that he wasn't good enough to beat, they're running with that now, right? And how do you think that makes any boxer feel? How do you think that made Fernando Vargas feel? How do you think that made Canelo feel? That you guys already made them, like Eddie Hearn said, in boxing, you're guilty, until proven innocent. It's not the other way around. You're innocent until proven guilty, right? Okay, nothing's going to come back that, if he was detected with Austrian, right? Okay, so he still has to They're still, I don't know, New York State Select Commission, we got to read how they do things, but everybody keeps saying they're under the strict liability law. I don't know. I don't know about any of that. All I know is that something needs to be done because about letting these testing results get out in the hands of reporters, because 95% of them, maybe even more, really don't even know what the heck they're talking about. And they're giving misinformation, and they're smearing the names of boxers, and they're not letting the boxer go through their due process. That is unfair to a boxer. You're defaming them, and you don't even know what's really going on or what happened. And even if it comes back that it's still detected in the B sample, you guys have to understand, that doesn't mean he's guilty and he's a cheater. It just means that somehow this thing, Austrian, whatever, is known to come out in supplements and is not even labeled as supplements. How is a boxer supposed to know that? It's just, I don't understand it at all. And all I know is that, Lou, what you said, you're right. You're seeing a very angry young man and a very hurt young man and in a lot of pain. That's what you're seeing, Lou. Okay? And I instead of bashing him in, what do you think that we're trying to do? Okay? Ryan, I hope you're on this live. I hope you see this live. And I want you to know I know where you're at, son. And, please, Ryan, just don't fight fire with fire, babe. I know you're angry and I know you're hurt, but, these guys like Cambosis who want to come out and just, hang you, without even knowing the full facts, they're wrong. They're wrong for doing that. Anybody is wrong for doing that to you or any other boxer. I'm not just speaking for Ryan. I'm speaking for any other boxer. And especially these little guys who fought since they're 8 years old. That's not right. And it's not just. And I understand that, Ryan. And we love you. Your family loves you. And we're behind you. And we believe in you. And you have to know that, okay? Yeah, it's Fernando Vargas just joined. I wish he would tell you his story. It's not right. It's not right what they did to him either. And I don't know Connor Ben, and there has to be a way that guys who in their heart of hearts know that they didn't do what these tests are saying they did. I know that there are guys who take steroids and pump up, but come on. That's not what Ryan did. You look at his muscles, that has nothing, there's no steroids. That's already been proven. That's why he wasn't all bulked up or anything like somebody on steroids. Come on. I don't even know what the hell Austrian is, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know if you guys, I just wanted to come out and just let you know that I know what's going on. I don't know, some of you seen some of the tweets going back and forth between Cambosis and Ryan, and it's just, both of them are just being childish about it. It's just anger, and I don't want people to think that Ryan started that. I think that Cambosis, came out and called Ryan a cheater, and you don't know shit yet. So why would you even say that shit? I don't know. It just hurts me because I know a lot of guys that went through this and it was detected doesn't make them a cheater. It just means that, especially, they just got to be able to explain, why there was some detected in their system. I'm praying through this, yes. Who's Jennifer Journey 978? What are you referring to? Who cares? If you don't care, you don't. I don't know if you're referring to me and what I'm talking about, but if you don't care, hon, you can just log off. Ryan is just a bigger fighter. Devin is just simple, and that is sad. They're throwing stones at Ryan. I just want people to understand, like, you guys got to step back and look at the bigger picture. This isn't only about Ryan. This could be any boxer. Oh, about what they say. Okay, Jennifer. Rawlicious? Okay, Rawlicious, go ahead. I'll see where you request down here. I accepted you. America? I accepted you. Yeah, I want you.
Yeah, no. So how you been? You seem pretty upset. You all right?
Well, yeah, I just don't like the exchanges going on between Ryan and Cambosis, and I know that this has to be really difficult, not just for Ryan, but for
Right.
any boxer who, has the test results come back, to their not just surprise, but like it's a shock.
No, yeah, no. People. What I think is they expected him to lose, and since he did so great, they're trying to tarnish it by any means, which is pretty sad. But it's so obvious. I mean, I think a person with common sense can see that it's so obvious that they're just trying to tank it.
Hmm.
So obvious. Yeah, I mean, so we
Yeah.
just gotta we gotta let the clowns and the trolls just kind of fade. It'll eventually fade away.
Hmm.
It's just
Well,
kind
I just know that, like, like Bill Haney came out. I can't wait for the B sample because if that comes back, they know what the heck's going on with the A and B sample.
of, right,
They're just trying to exploit that and make it a bigger thing than it already is. It's the same urine sample. What do
right,
you think? What do you think's going to happen?
right. The A and the B samples are this, and it's crazy how they'll still try to twist it.
Hmm.
But it's part of it. We all know. So you've been in the boxing game so long. It's dirty. It's part of the game. They're so dirty.
Hmm.
And even in amateur boxing, it starts in amateur boxing. It's so dirty. We all been to the tournaments. We all know the refs. We all know the stuff that they try to pull. Even in the amateurs.
Hmm.
So in the pros, God, it's even worse. It's a lot
I
worse.
think that's kind of with all like sports, when you're growing up in
Right.
sports, you hear it's not just boxing. You hear it in Little League. You hear it in Pop Warner football.
No, no,
When
you do.
yeah, it's just people just trying to get to the top, right? And
Right.
so
Yeah,
we went in,
exactly. And
and
since
people lose their integrity and their morals, and they try to pull you down before you get to the top. So it's just, it's like a doggy dog world,
no,
really.
no, what it is also that you're right. He's at the top now. And he's been at the top for such a long time. That they're tired of seeing it. And that's pretty much what it is.
Hmm.
They're tired of seeing him win, and in this fashion.
Hmm.
They can't accept that he demolished. He demolished. I mean, he demolished him. I mean, and they're looking for any way out of it. Pretty much, it's so obvious that they're
You know,
looking for
Pete,
any way.
I was a referee and a judge for a
Yeah,
very long
right,
time with USA
right,
Boxing, and some of these guys who are in the pros and then they're commentators, or they think they're experts, and I just don't understand how
Close
they
that door
did
for me.
it. I don't understand. I don't know. You could tell me if you think I'm wrong, okay? But I don't understand how they didn't. I had a friend that was into like the race horses,
Right,
and he would really take that really serious. He would look at all the stats of the horse and how they raced before, how they
right,
came in, what was the weather like, who was
right,
racing with them, right? And went through all these stats. So with boxing, if you look at a boxer and you look at, okay, who did Devin Haney fight? What were the styles of those boxers? You know, it was mostly Devin fighting guys who were also boxers. You know,
Right,
there's
right.
boxers, there's brawlers, there's
There's brawlers,
punchers,
there's
right?
boxers, right.
Right. And I think the only one that might have come close to Ryan, maybe in terms of a little like powerful,
Okay,
would have been Donatis with
okay.
Devin,
Right,
right?
right. Because when you can see wobbled and just like Ryan was wobbled.
Right. And so with Loma and all that, Loma is a skillful technician, right? And he's a great boxer, and Devin is a boxer. So those are different styles. That's
And
true.
and let
Styles
and
make
you know that's
fights.
another thing. Let's talk about let's talk about how they're saying this whole way. That what's crazy is that he rehydrated just like Ryan did overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 pounds on Friday night mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Not besides he can't compete for the world title.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, he had no advantage because they both rehydrated. There was no rehydration clause. So
Mm-hmm.
Haney rehydrated just like Ryan did.
Yeah.
Just got beat up really bad.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to it, but we know the game. Like, and
And
it sucks. It
then,
sucks. It
and
sucks.
just like they came after Ryan for agreeing to all those clauses with Tank,
Right.
well, Devin, you had the opportunity to say, I'm not going to
Right.
accept the
Exactly.
3 pounds.
Right. Right.
But you
But
accepted it, you took the money, and so why
and
should
you
you
know
say,
what? Let's go back to the press conference. I think it was the day before the fight when they did the bet for the
right?
1.5. That was the chance he could have, you know what I mean? But he knew he was going to come overweight. That's why he wanted to bet because he obviously knew he was, he was going to. Not Ryan, I'm saying. And he knew he looked heavy. He knew already. So for him to stop trying to make an excuse that he knew he was going to come in over. That's why he wanted to bet so he could try to obviously win some more money with it, because he thought he was going to win the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So, so he really thought, that's just excuses just look so stupid.
Yeah.
Because he bet the day before. He already knew. He knew it, and that's why he turned back around to his dad like, "Oh, his dad's saying no," because he knew he was going to come overweight, and he knew it, and he was trying to take advantage of him.
Mm-hmm. This guy on here saying, I'm a neutral person here, but to lose those extra pounds is hell, bud. It's hell.
I'm
To lose
confused.
to lose the 3 pounds would have been hell, right?
Giving the money.
But the bottom
But
line is,
he took the fight. You know what? Let's do it like this. Let's do it like how they try to do Ryan versus Tank. Well, about the rehydration clause. Okay, how they try to, Ryan can't make an excuse. He took the fight. He still took the fight. He signed the contract. Well, okay, and he still took the fight.
mm-hmm.
And he took the fight knowing he was 3 pounds over.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're, okay,
Right.
so he took the fight.
Yeah. But, people, what?
He also paid $600,000.
What happened?
He also paid Devin Haney.
Oh, yeah. No,
Exactly.
my husband's just saying he also
Yeah.
paid Devin.
So he paid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He wasn't able to, compete for the thing. He took the things that he took the blows from, you know what I mean, that he was going to take from it.
Mhm.
But Ryan knew he was going to demolish. So he was like, I don't care about none of that. I don't care about the belt. I don't care about those pounds. I want to go in there and beat the dog shit out of him.
Yeah,
And that's what he did.
and that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't see like Eddie Hearn and the guys. Snack was with Conte, so that's why Conte's bothered.
Right.
And so you have all these guys and Dan Rafael. I think he was bothered that
Right.
Ryan didn't lose
Right.
the 3 pounds, and they've been boxing analysts for so long, and they just can't believe
Right.
like, how did Ryan beat Devin, right?
Right.
Well, come on, guys. Devin's never fought a puncher like
Right.
Ryan who's fast and has power and
Right.
speed.
Right. No, he's always selected his opponents. Right.
And
And
everybody who always said, "Oh, I could beat Ryan," all those guys, they do know. Oh, he thought because he beat Chipa and like knocked him out, right, and then that he was gonna go in there and do the same thing to Ryan, right?
And what I think what Haney thought was that he was gonna be, he was gonna come in there and just bully him like he bullied Regis. Clearly, he couldn't do it. Ryan's just obviously Ryan. So you couldn't do that. Regis started boxing at 17, 18. So I mean, obviously,
Right.
he's not as experienced.
And they don't know Devin,
Right.
right? They don't know Devin. Ryan
Right.
grew up with Devin. He knows Devin. I don't see why these people who are analysts didn't take all that in consideration. They
Yeah,
just
no. Because I think I think they're just trying to follow the crowd. we're in such an era where everybody wants to follow what you know what I mean, what's hot, what's trending, you know what I mean, and they're following other takes that other analysts are doing, and they're just all the media just likes to follow the same. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They'll repeat the same thing over and over. All outlets will start repeating the same thing over and over. It's so I don't get how people don't see how obvious it is.
Yeah. This guy's saying the fight should stay on the
Of
record.
course yeah, of course it should. I mean, there's no, the sample B already came back and proved that he wasn't on anything. So let's just keep it moving. Take the loss. You lost, Devin. Move on. That's simple.
Yeah.
You know, go back to the game board.
But you and I could feel this way, and I just was really upset seeing the exchange.
Right.
I hit my heart what Lou DiBella said because I know Lou knew Ryan when Ryan wasn't angry and hurt and
Right.
And I know that Ryan, any boxer, the ones I've talked to, they went through of course they were angry. Of course, if you really were juicing or doping, come on, you have to do that like on a system with a doctor.
Right.
You know,
No, it just makes no sense.
No,
Like,
no.
They're just throwing anything to the wall and just hoping it sticks. Is what it looks like. They're just throwing whatever they can to the wall and just hope it sticks. And to anything to try to take the win away, to try to taint it. But it's not working because the majority, 80 besides people who aren't meat writers of Devin can see. Anybody in the box community can see it's just all bull.
Yeah.
But what sucks is like you're right. It's just it taints everything forever because then it'll always. You're right. It sucks because it's just always gonna stick around.
Right. So imagine how Ryan is feeling, or any other boxer would feel, like, especially Ryan, like he's coming off this huge victory.
Right.
And now you want to take that away from me, like.
Yeah.
Now I'm not.
It's a dirty game we're in.
I'm no offense to Rollies or Regis, but they started late. That's considered starting late in the game, right?
Right.
Most of these guys like Shakur and Devin and all, they all started when they were 8 years old.
Right.
And so imagine you know what the game is. You've been in the game for a long time. You know you're not going to go do that kind of shit, because you have that in your heart.
Right. But people like Rollies,
how could a kid that's been boxing since he's 8 years old,
right,
okay, have it in his heart to cheat? No, that's not going to happen. Would be like very, very, very rare that would happen.
Right. Now, when
this
you talk
wasn't
about
done intentionally,
When you talk about someone like Regis or Rollies or whatever that started really late, I can see something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe. But you're right. Someone with 8 years old, started since they were 8, 6. They're dedicated to it. You know what I mean? This is
their dream. This is their dream since they were a little kid, right?
Right.
And you think that they want to win it knowing they cheated in their heart? No, that is not Ryan. No way. No way. When Ryan was in the amateurs, I used to notice like guys would purposely drop down in certain weight classes because some guys weren't in there, like the hard guys.
Right.
And I noticed that's what they would do, and then they would end up winning the nationals that way, right? And I would say, Ryan, how come you don't drop down the weight? I said that to him one time. He's like, hell, Mom, what are you talking about? He got mad at me. What are you talking about? I'm not going to drop my weight I'm going to be a champion, and I'm going to beat the best, because then I know I'm the best.
Right. He wasn't trying to be a weight bully. Right. He wasn't just trying to be a weight bully.
Right.
Which, let's not lie, that's what what Devin does. Devin is a weight bully, and he just couldn't weight bully this guy. And he just ran into the wrong one. So obvious. Because that's what Devin's play is. He's always the bigger guy. Always the bigger guy. You just weren't the bigger guy this time, and you got beat up.
No,
it's that simple.
Amateurs, that's why.
Yeah.
But you know what? This guy's saying it doesn't make any sense to take some sort of supplement a week prior to your fight.
Right.
Or I think they would have said it was since the 3rd was the last negative test for Ryan. So they're thinking, oh, Ryan took something after the 3rd, right? Why would Ryan do that? It does not make any sense. So I agree with this commenter.
No, what it is that,
it's just sad the way, the New York State.
I saw another person comment was that the odds were so heavy in Devin's favor that Vegas lost. They lost a lot of money. A lot of people lost a lot of money, and we know this game revolves all around money. All around money.
Yeah.
And when that many people lose that much money, people are mad. People are gonna try to, start shit.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's got to be strong, and you're strong. You're a strong person, But
Yeah.
sometimes
Well,
it fucking
I hope that the New York State Athletic Commission um
makes a statement,
is
right?
fair and just and really takes a good long look at
Right.
really the bigger picture and what's happened here,
And
you
I
know?
think what they should do is put out a statement once it's fully everything confirmed that that he wasn't on any, to try to go ahead and at least stop, because it's snowballing out of control where people just want to post the stupidest things. People want to say the stupidest things on their podcast, and it just keeps going. It just keeps
Yeah.
going. Just
This commenter saying, um, laugh out loud. Isn't it crazy that after Ryan missed weight, Devin said that it would be a disadvantage for Ryan because he was undisciplined. But
yeah,
after
no,
Ryan,
right,
but
right,
after Ryan wins, he uses it as an
right, as an
excuse.
excuse,
Pathetic. So,
and he said it perfectly because it's funny that he tries to use it and say that, oh, he's not. And if he would have won, if Devin would have won, that's the
uh-huh.
first thing would have won. Well, Ryan's not disciplined. We all knew that was going to happen, blah, blah. But because it didn't work out in these people's favor, they want to start the bullshit. So
Yeah.
obvious. And
Uh,
so you might, all right. So we got the fight coming up in June. We got Sean coming up. How do you? What's your
can I
prediction?
answer this person really quick?
Answer it.
Uh,
What is he saying?
no, he says, I don't understand how Ryan can praise God and then the next sentence use
There we
such
go.
profane language. This is why people don't take Christianity serious.
It's called being
Ryan,
human.
well, can I just say one thing, honey? Who are you? Let me see who you are. This is God something. God something about wow. And just, well, let's take a look at what you said. You said something about just think about this is why people don't take Christianity serious. Well, first of all, no one should be looking at Ryan as the poster boy of Christianity here, okay?
Right.
You should be looking to Jesus always. Even when you go to church and you have a pastor and you have, other leaders in your church, yes, you still have to have discernment all the time because they're human beings.
Right.
That's why you have some pastors that go astray. You have pastors that fall from grace. You have all that, right? So don't look to Ryan, look to Jesus. Like Ryan says, don't look at me. I'm imperfect. Look at Jesus Christ. He's perfect. Okay. So when you look to a man to judge of, Christianity, you shouldn't do that. You
Right.
know, go to
No,
the
that's just
Bible, go to the source where the truth is. That's where you'll find out how to live as a Christian. Ryan is a Christian. He is a believer, but he's struggling right now. It's so evident, right? So all I can say to the rest of the Christians is you pray for him and let God do his work. That's all you have to say.
right. No, I think they're just being trolls. I think people just want to troll online. They know Ryan takes his faith pretty serious. They just want to pick at anything he's doing right now because when you're on top, everybody's gonna come for you. Clearly,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so sad. It's called having a spiritual battle. No one is perfect, and like I said, it's called being human.
Mm-hmm.
It's just called being a human, and obviously people just want to troll.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. It sucks.
It's
But
if anybody else wants to join. Hey, is your name Raul?
yeah,
Okay. When people want to join in, can 4 people get on at once?
yeah, they can get on.
Okay, I'm going to invite Drew. Let's see what Andrew,
Yeah, let's see what Drew has to say. Is he a
Drew.
supporter or is he a hater?
Okay,
What do
let's
you got?
see. Drew, if you're still
Where you
there,
at, Drew? Get on the mic, Drew.
I'm trying to accept. Oh, here he
Hi,
Hey,
is.
what's up,
Hello,
big
Drew.
how
Drew?
you doing?
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
Drew. Hi, Drew. You
hi.
want to help answer that question?
Yeah, that people instead of uh, people always gonna judge something, but instead of judging people, you gotta give grace to
Right,
people.
right,
Instead of throwing stones at Ryan, let's pray for Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
But people right away want to judge other believers. Like, okay, you got to give him grace. I need grace. It's easy to to extend grace, but it's easy. It's not easy to give grace.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to accept it, but it's not easy to give it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Amen.
I'm just saying, like, because I saw the headlines earlier with Cambosis, and it's just sad that they're just getting on Ryan like
What did Cambosa say? What
that he
happened?
was a cheater. He's, but not knowing the full, it's like it's crazy. And I'm a boxing fan. I love boxing. I'm a Ryan fan. I watch his fights from Duarte to Tank to the one with the D
You
the
know?
other one we knocked out with the left hook. Yeah, he knocked him out cold.
Right.
And it's just sad. It's like
It's just haters. We got nothing but haters. Oh, we got another joke. We got another someone else joined.
Yeah. Where did you go?
Yeah.
What happened?
uh-oh. Yeah, so I'm like so I just pray for the Garcia family. Keep you guys in prayer
Right.
and that what the it will reveal itself. And Ryan's not a cheater. And it's just headlines that trying to get at him, and it's just sad.
No, if there was evidence, it would be out by now.
Yeah,
Clear
Do you remember Raul, and do you remember when Mike Tyson was young and he went through his troubles and he was angry at the
Right.
world too.
mhm,
He used to lash out at the world, and
yeah,
and you wonder, and people wonder, oh, why is he behaving? Well, we're not in their shoes, we don't.
It's a
right,
lot of
right,
pressure. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, the
A lot of
burden of the
pressure.
that you're carrying, and
right.
I don't know. I mean, do I condone sometimes the thing Ryan says? I said, no. What did you say that for? It's like,
Right.
but
But at the end of the day, too, it's part of the entertainment too. So I can't really blame Ryan because
mhm.
he's in the entertainment game as well. So he has to entertain the crowd sometimes. So sadly,
Okay, I'm gonna invite Joel Bird. Let's see what he wants to say.
that's what some people don't get, that it's entertainment. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
they take it so serious. And bro, it's entertainment. You know what I mean? It's all it is.
I'm
It's all
trying to
it
accept
is.
this guy. Why isn't it working?
I probably.
I tried to accept you, Joel. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So
So
if anybody else,
going back to that June fight that we had with Sean. I didn't. What's your prediction? What do we got? What are you thinking?
oh, with Sean,
Yeah. What do you? So yeah, like I said, so we're gonna. It's
they
it's
moved it,
Amado, right?
right?
He's gonna fight Amado,
No,
which
but
I feel.
they moved it.
Did
Yeah,
they?
yeah, July
Oh
6th.
no shit. Okay, so now we're on to July. So say July. What's the prediction for you? What are we thinking for
For
July?
Model and Sean?
Amado and Sean.
Yeah, that's funny.
I got I got Sean in.
Yeah.
I got him around the
You
eighth
do?
round that he could stop him.
Oh,
I got Sean that could stop him. Everybody's, you know what I mean, probably gonna meet Ryan the Vargases because they're pretty big and people are hating on Ryan right now. But I think he's gonna stop him around the eighth or ninth. What's your prediction though?
well, I don't predict. I always tell Ellie Setback always asks me, "What do you predict?" I don't
Right.
predict.
340.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And so what do you know is gonna happen on July
What?
6th?
Well, I don't know. I know the family so well. I don't even want to
Right.
say
Right. No, I
it.
get it, but it's part of the.
It's because I'm
They're
friends
over
with the
there saying
mother.
that
I'm
Amado's
friends
gonna
with the
whoop him.
mother. So we like, it's kind of like let them do the
Can we
hyping
get
up.
a round? What round do you think though? Or
Around?
is it going to decision?
Mm,
Sean messed up.
Henry says Sean's gonna stop
Oh,
him.
for
In what round? Can we get a round?
Can you get around?
I'm saying
Fifth
the ninth.
round?
I'm saying the ninth.
He's saying the fifth round.
Wow. That okay. Okay. I'll say
Oh,
okay.
someone else joined? Did someone else join?
I
yeah.
believe so. What do we got?
I can't see you though. Why can't we see you?
I said knockout.
No, I'm telling the guy who joined us, you look like you're a red blur.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
really see him.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there you go. What's up?
What's up, bro? What do you got on the 6th? What do you have happening?
Oh, July 6th is Sean Garcia versus Amado
What do
Vargas.
you got, bro? What do you got?
My
Your
husband
sound is
said,
off, bro.
who's
Yeah.
talking?
His sound is off.
Oh, it sounds
Yeah.
is up.
Oh, now
Oh,
he
he
went.
does.
But okay, so Henry's saying the 5th round. All right, I can see it. That's what I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning more towards the 9th round, that he'll stop him by the 9th round. But yeah, all right. So you're undecided right now, or you'd rather not say. Let's go with that.
All right, I'm gonna go Upper Smoke. Upper Smoke. Who's Upper Smoke, Ro?
Upper Smoke. Not sure.
Oh,
Who
well,
that.
they're on
Oh,
now.
there he
Oh,
is.
he's back
He's
on
on. He's
now.
Yeah.
back. What's going on, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yeah.
Yeah,
now.
now we.
So
What's up?
what do you got on the 6th?
Good to see you, Mama Garcia.
Thank you. Come over here, Henry.
Hey, tell Henry I said hi.
He said hello.
Ah, okay.
Give me a charger.
What are we
Give
talking
me a
about?
charger.
What are
Give me
we
a
talking
charger.
about?
Oh, right now we're talking about my younger son, Sean Garcia, is fighting
Phone's about to die.
Amado Vargas July 6th. I don't
Okay.
know where
I
it's
think
at. I don't know if they moved the venue, but it was at the Forum. So I
did.
don't know if this is going to happen.
Did the Kia Forum?
Yes, right
Did
here
you
in
get?
LA,
Okay. And when is that going to be?
July 6th.
Okay.
July 6th.
July, 2 days after 4th of July.
And who
Did
do you
you
got, bud?
um? Did you guys? Well, I don't know what are we talking about because I have a few questions, but what are we talking about?
Oh, they were
Amado
just talking
versus.
about who we thought were they were asking me to predict, but I don't predict, but my husband did.
Oh, okay. And this is for your
Yeah.
son, right?
Right, Sean
Yes.
versus Amado Vargas.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with his opponent, so I'm gonna have to by default be biased here, obviously. So I'm gonna have to go with the son.
Okay.
But what
Did you have
did
it?
you guys? I do have a question. Did you guys see the Lomachenko fight yesterday?
Right.
I
Yeah.
didn't. I missed it. Did you see it, Henry? Lomachenko versus Kambosos?
I saw some highlights.
It
You saw some
He did
hype?
a great job. No one did a great
it
job.
was
Yeah.
so one-sided, so one-sided.
Right.
No one did a great job.
Yeah.
But that's because the Cambosos has no skills. Like, just
He was getting hit with the left hook a lot.
and Lomachenko's Lomachenko's
Yeah. I mean, come
fucking
on.
nice.
That's another kid I'm talking about. Like he's been boxing forever and
Right.
Yeah.
How many amateur fights does he have?
ooh,
I mean,
Yeah, they were talking about it. He's got one of the best amateur careers
yeah.
possibly.
exactly, yeah.
200 and something, right?
Yeah.
Or
So
was
I
it
mean,
300?
I'm crazy.
Lomachenko's footwork, Lomachenko's bro, it's amazing. He's and you know what's so funny? And I posted this on my Instagram because I used to be, I used to before Tank, back, I think I used to like Tank back in like 2021. I stopped liking him after the Santa Cruz fight because then I just looked at it like, bro, you're just fighting small ass guys and everybody's meat right in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny that he waits this long. This long. This man's about to be 37, 38, I think Lomachenko is.
I
And
think he's 36 right now.
Tank waits this long to start calling him out. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And that fight was supposed to happen a long time ago.
Hmm.
And Tank kept dismissing it, but now you're ready, bro?
Well, somebody said in the chat that he's 396 wins and 1 loss in
Right,
amateur.
something like that.
Wow.
Right, something like that.
Wait. Mama Garcia, how many does Ryan have in his career?
How much is Ryan? 215 or 216? Oh, 225.
That's
Still amazing.
wild.
Yeah, it's so wild.
So,
And you know what? Out of those 225 fights, how many fights do you think that I missed?
sounds like you probably didn't miss any.
I missed one. And guess which fight that was?
Devin Haney.
Devin Haney versus Ryan at the Junior Olympics. And you know what? When he won, I got a call from a friend. I said, how'd he do? How'd he do? He said, he threw everything but the kitchen sink. He won. Yeah.
We've seen your nephew Victor share